bit of time from the pause, from the break later on. Is that okay?
No problem, because we had the coffee before, so we can just go to lunch. No problem. We don't need a break. Break was just.
Okay. Well, if you do need a break, just hop out and hop back in.
I'll try to be brief anyway. So, well, good morning or good afternoon. Well, good morning still. I'm Jorge Aruz from the UCM, from the Complutense, but I'm going to present on work done by the Atlas Research Group, which is a group based here at the UNED, with some researchers like myself from other universities. I'm going to talk about what we do, some things we've done within the so-called Me project. But first of all, let me tell you just something very briefly about Atlas, which is the name of our research group, which is a multidisciplinary research group, as I said, based here, and has already been going on for a number of years, 18 years now. And it's made up by linguists or researchers on linguistics, like myself, and also by some members are from IT faculties, from IT schools here, both at the UNED and the Complutense. The main goals for this group is to work on CAL, computer-assisted language learning, and MAL, mobile-assisted language learning systems, with a focus on the different linguistic and communicative competencies. I will show you some of the apps we've developed on MAL, which will be the focus of what I'm going to show you. And then in our contribution to these two fields, we try to adopt a threefold perspective, which contains the linguistic side, the pedagogic side, and the technological side, which are the three sides that basically cover what we are trying to do. So I'm just going to tell you, show you a few of the apps we've been working on. This so-called Me project has been going on for 3 years now, so this is the end of the project, and we have come up with some products that I'll show you right now. One of them is Business App. This how every time I show you an app, you have the names of the authors who are members of Atlas. I can't really go very much into each one, but just to give you a brief flavor of each one. This is an app for business people and students who are interested in business issues, where the user basically has an opportunity to practice with business-related expressions and vocabulary. And here I'm showing you a screenshot of what the app looks on a mobile phone. Another app is VISP, Videos for Speaking, and this is an app where this is actually a very interesting idea, where audio descriptions are used for the teaching of English. You know, audio descriptions are the descriptions given in films for those visually impaired, okay, so they can follow movies. Well, using this kind of audio descriptions on this app, the user is shown how the descriptions work, and then the user is invited to provide his or her own audio description, and that's where when you do it, you realize that there are very basic things to describe any kind of scene where you have problems to really express yourself, okay? And then the teachers, what they do is that they gather the data provided by the students through this app and analyze the production of and the results and the good things and the bad things, etc. Then we have ANT, which is Audio News Trainer, which is it's an app where you practice audio competence in English, and through this audio competence you also practice your vocabulary from the things you listen to, and it consists in a number of news recordings that are streamed, classified into levels of difficulty: green, yellow, and red for easy, medium, and hard. And it's also, so you can do it individually, but you can also connect to Facebook and do social learning. So the students' data is logged together with their Facebook interactions, and that is also analyzed by the teachers. There's been some research done on this app, which has been one of the apps where most research has been done. And the research data shows that the app encourages sustained language practice in daily life, which is one of the important things that we are concerned with the fact that for foreign language teachers, you know, that usually from class to class there's like a gap there, and in every class you kind of start from scratch. This tries to provide this lifelong learning, and not just lifelong learning but sustained daily practice, where when you reach the following class you have been sort of living a little bit in the foreign language. It fosters the metacognition for listening comprehension, and concerning social use of the app, it enhances the usage of this app. Then we have Fan Club, which is a number of audiobooks for the developing of listening, using scaffolding. So depending on your performance, you are sent then to harder or easier audiobooks. And also reception, written reception and spelling are practiced, and it also tries to obtain sustained language practice through daily practice. After reading, because the student can also read the text, students are asked to produce a summary that can be assessed by other students or by the teacher. Then we have MarkLook, which is an app intended for use by people with language impairments. Okay, and what it does is that it structures the presentation of vocabulary and word sounds together with images to help improve vocabulary comprehension and production. Okay, so the images are the key here, accompanying the vocabulary, etc. The system uses AI techniques to model the user's progress and adapt again in a sort of a scaffolded way to the needs of the user. Then we have VIOLIN, which is for oral reception and comprehension. It uses video clips, very short extracts from video clips for B1 level users of English. Trying to select scenes where there are very few characters, and the actual thing going on is very simple. What you have is some pre-warming activities before you see the scene, and then you have a number of questions following what they have seen, and then this little rubric, which, as you know, probably rubrics are very much in fashion nowadays for evaluation of students' performance, but this one is made for self-assessment. And then the results is also, and there's a post questionnaire which is analyzed and is done on Google Forms. And then we have one pseudo app, which is not really an app, but it's an online learning resource done on Moodle, which is Eating Out, which basically is a whole lesson, a whole English as a foreign language lesson, where students it can be done on a computer or on a mobile, and there's a solid methodological base here, because you have clear explicitation of goals for the unit. Then you have a listening, which is exploited for vocabulary, for grammar. The grammar explanation is based on systemic functional linguistics, so it's a solid one. And then they have a number of practices that try to be more open-ended as they go along. And then, just to finish with, our short-term action plan in Atlas is to continue with the app experimentation and improvement of the apps as I showed you. Try to bridge the gap between formal and non-formal language learning, which is something that apps can very well do. We are also working on mobile MOOCs for foreign language learning, having some ideas so far, and also on the evaluation of foreign language learning objects. That's all. Thank you.
We have time for one pressing question. If not, less pressing questions can be asked
Sure.
in the lunch break. Perhaps.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you.